Hi, it is Saturday, September 20th, 2025. 1 Corinthians 16:13 says, "Be men of courage." Uh, Lately, the last 24 hours, I've seen some courageous behavior. I saw this guy, Nick Shirley. I never seen his channel before, but he was out there in Paris covering these riots, and he was um, willing to take personal risk for the sake of doing this. That's courageous. And then I've been seeing some of what Candace has been saying. Yeah, she's showing courage too, because saying things that people don't want you to say puts yourself at risk. So information's going to get out. I should have looked up that biblical passage too. But deceptions will be exposed. So you might as well just be honest. Maybe that honesty is going to include acknowledging error, fault, and maybe you won't be forgiven by humanity for the errors and the faults that you acknowledge. But it's going to come out eventually, so you might as well be the one to put it out there. So we got this big deal going on in Glendale tomorrow, State Farm Stadium, this big memorial. Seems crazy to me. You're going to have 60,000 people in the stadium, just from the public. I don't know if there's any screening or anything. I think it's just show up at the door. I mean, there's some kind of pre-registration, and this thing's going to be chaotic. Not everyone's going to have pre-registered. There's going to be a line. It's going to be a crowd. And I don't know if everyone in that crowd's going to have listened to the report that said to wear Sunday best, red, white, or blue. I mean, it's a memorial. Some people might be wearing black. Some people might not even feel sympathy for the deceased. I mean, literally anyone from the public. I mean, they could be loyal to Karl Marx. They could be loyal to Iran. They could be loyal to the drug cartels. They could be loyal to anyone. And they could be sitting right next to you at that memorial. Disarmed, sure. I mean, presumably they've at least screened the guys who are going to be inspecting people on entry. But they're talking about potentially 100,000 people showing up or more. They're talking about this spillover in this hockey arena. They're going to put extra people. So now they got to deal with securing not only the main building, but that building, which either one could be targeted, of course, by either a domestic or a foreign enemy. of uh, the GOP, which clearly is going to be represented at this thing by having the GOP president, VP, and cabinet members present. Um, I mean, it's a wild thing to have scheduled, and um, for my purposes, I don't see any reason to be anywhere near um, the events that are taking place, because there's going to be a lot of people. It's short notice. All kinds of problems could happen at something like this. Um, I mean, this is Arizona. People got guns out in public, even if they don't have them in the stadium or within the security perimeter, whatever that is. But I mean, just one guy shooting a fucking gun in the air could fucking set off some kind of panic, a stampede. People could react. Um, I mean, people are going to be on edge anyway because all of this is obvious, right? I mean, Trump's made a lot of enemies here. And I mean, you know, we don't know what capabilities all these enemies have, how willing they are to risk, um, brazen action. Um, I mean, we've seen all kinds of shit, right? We've seen guys willing to fly fucking jets into a fucking building to their own demise. I mean, suicide bombers, I mean, there's all kinds of shit that people should be concerned about. So, people are going to do what they're going to do. Yeah, I'm going to continue to advocate for the end of taxation, for peace, for freedom, for compassion, uh, for free markets, for the things that I advocate for. Um, I don't know. It's going to be great theater, um, regardless, from a purely like entertainment perspective. I mean, it's very unknowable. There's so many variables, so many things that could transpire, so many heated emotions, and just it's such a big event. I mean, it's almost like a dare to like the enemies of the administration to try something. Um, but there's a lot of there's potential arrogance in that. There's this idea that people have that America's so strong, that America's military is so strong. But the truth is, America failed to secure Afghanistan, right? Um, y- I mean, you can go back, sadly, America's had a lot of failures since World War II, militarily. These foreign nations are developing fast. I mean, China, we got these UAPs. Our government apparently doesn't even know what these are, where they come from. Um, so you've got official powers that have great capabilities. So I don't even know if we know what the full extent of these is. And then you got rogue elements. You've got the cartels who are on in this hemisphere who have the capability of either getting through the jungle or going around the jungle through the ocean to get up to North America. Um, and they got ways to get here. And yeah, you've blown a couple boats, but these are big organizations with a lot of coordination um, and a lot of people involved and a lot of friends in our hemisphere. And our borders haven't been secure enough to keep the drugs out. So there's no reason to think they're going to be secure enough to keep people out that might wish harm on the administration that killed all the people on those boats. You know, you've got fucking unaccounted for nuclear material that disappeared when the Soviet Union collapsed. You know, is any of it viable this many decades later? I mean, the Soviets had a lot of nuclear scientists. Um, you know, there were communist elements um, that made their way to America. I mean, who knows what the hell could have been hidden in a fucking warehouse someplace maintained. You know, then you got the whole what Candace is talking about and some other big time conservatives, Michael Savage, that things just aren't quite adding up with some of the official story on this assassination. And regardless of what that means, you know, people got all kinds of theories about who's really running the government. Um, but for that event to prompt this event, you know, who knows what kind of crazy